Well, hello Virgo, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy, and today I will be doing your January 2024 zodiac reading, in which we're going to do a life check-in. So I will be drawing 6 cards from the tarot deck, and then we'll do an oracle message at the end. So I'm just going to move these off to the side because my desk is not that big. All right, so I hope everybody is having a fantastic new year so far, and I hope that 2024 brings you nothing but love and light, and that this is the best year yet of your life. Now, a couple things is, first of all, please remember Virgo, I am connected to Virgo energy right now, but I can't connect to every Virgo on the face of the earth. So this may not resonate with you, and that is why this is a general reading. Okay, before I move on, I am seeing something in my crystal ball. And it looks like a little boy. A little boy, his hair's not short, but it's not long either, just it needs a trim. And he's wearing a dark colored shirt. And I would say he's little, so I would say between maybe 5 and 7 years old. And it looks like he's holding his hands like this, like he's either praying or he's begging for something. He doesn't look sad or anything like that. He just looks like he's looking at someone. I can't tell who, but it just looks like he's, maybe he's wishing for that certain special toy or something. But I don't feel like anything negative from it. And really quickly, I don't always try to do scrying with my readings, but my crystal ball is here, and after each reading, I turn it just to kind of reset it in case a message wants to come through. The nice thing about scrying is you see images and you tell the person what they are, and it's up to them to interpret them. So I don't know who this is for, excuse me, or what it means, but I just see him. He's a cute little guy. And it almost looks like it, I was going to say, it almost reminds me of like a kid in the 80s, because it's more like it's not a mullet, God no, but it's more, a little bit longer hair in the back, but it looks like it just, like I said, it would be like he needs a trim. But I mean, he looks good energy. He doesn't look sad or worried or scared or angry. It definitely looks like good energy. All right, so that's what I see in the crystal ball. So I don't know who that's for. All right, so as I was saying, that it's a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. So please don't get upset if it doesn't resonate. There's 2 things you can do. This reading I do 3 times a year, so I won't do it again until May. Come back. It might not resonate with you until like April or something. And secondly, you could always get a personal reading. You can go to yournaturalhealer.com. That's my website. Go to the services tab, and there you'll see all the different packages that I have to offer. And you can always sign up for a reading. Now, if the reading, excuse me, I've been talking a lot this weekend, so I had a live sales event because I sell crystals. That's my other business. So I apologize. My voice sounds a little kind of tired. If the reading does resonate with you, I want you to take your right hand, place it on your heart, take a deep breath in, and say, yes, I claim this for myself. And what that does is it tells the universe that you are affirming your reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, with that being said, friends, if you are new to my channel, I need to let you know that if you're expecting what I call a rainbow and unicorn reading, this is not the channel for you. I call the cards as I see them. So, for example, if in career you get the Tower, excuse me, I'm going to take a quick sip of water. So if you get the Tower, I'm going to read the Tower. I am not drawing cards ahead of time like some readers do to put together this beautiful reading. I hope you get a beautiful reading, but I'm not going to lie and have that come back to me, bad energy. Nope, nope, nope. And secondly, I'm not wasting my time and not wasting your time. I do this for free for you guys. So why do I want to waste my time or your time? Anyway, but if you do get triggered, the bigger question is you should ask yourself is why? Because obviously something triggered you. Oh my goodness. I apologize, Virgo. All right. Let's go ahead and start. Let's talk about the overall energy that you're moving into. And you got the 10 of Swords. This card has several meanings, and sometimes it can mean like being a bit of a drama queen or king, but that's not what I'm getting here. I see that there's been something in your life that has been a little rough or hard, and you're finally to the point where you're maybe severing ties in some cases. In other cases, you're finally letting go. And in some cases, maybe it's just releasing some things. But it's definitely a period of that, you're not playing the victim anymore. Okay. So maybe it's just even a matter of you standing up for yourself and you releasing that victim mentality and going, no, I'm not doing this anymore. But a lot of releasing is coming up in this period. And like I said, again, this is a general reading. So it is really hard to really expand on that. But it's a lot of times, it like I said, it feels a lot like self-created drama, but that's not what I'm getting here. Not at all. This is definitely good energy that you're moving into, that you are taking care of you. Okay. Let's look at love. All right. For love, you got the 4 of Pentacles, and that was in reverse. Okay. So I think that this is dealing with a relationship. So let me talk to, first of all, you guys that are single. I think that maybe for some reason you've been afraid of whether it's been getting into a relationship or, maybe you meet somebody, you go out once or twice and you sever the ties right there. But I see you letting go of fear. So that really makes sense of this, because I said this was a card about letting go and releasing. So for you single people, I definitely see you moving forward and working, finally, allowing yourself to experience the ups and downs of dating, and the good and bad of it, to find that special someone. Now, if you are currently in a relationship, obviously, it could go one of two ways. It could be maybe you have recently got out of a relationship. Maybe there's been some kind of breakup. Or maybe it's to the point where you finally decided to talk to your partner. So you're releasing that fear. You're letting go of that anxiety. So in that regard, whichever it is for your highest good. And these decisions that you're making of letting go, you are making the choice to heal. And, letting go of fear, whether it's from keeping you talking or keeping you in a relationship that you don't need to be in, is scary. But whatever your particular situation is, it's definitely good energy. There's a lot of healing that's going to be happening, Virgo. Lots of healing. Excuse me. Let's talk about career. Okay, I hate this card. Only because I tell this story all the time. I pulled this in a zodiac reading, and it was really bad. I mean, the cards before it and after it, or the cards before it were terrible, and afterwards it supported it. But I had basically told the person, just be careful, don't get into any fights, and that if you do, it's going to really escalate and it could turn violent. Well, they got all twisted because I used the word violent, and they sent me a 1,000-word dissertation about how to choose my words more wisely. And I didn't respond to them, but all I kept thinking in my head, first of all, First Amendment, and second of all, I didn't Anytime, any reader, whether it's myself or somebody else, if remember, tarot is not set in stone. So if somebody reads you a card and you don't like it, you can say, no, I don't accept that. I don't accept that. Nope. No, I don't accept it. And that's fine. You can do that. We have choice. We have free will. All right. So anyway, career. There's definitely some conflict. It's either just started or it is about to start. Potentially some backstabbing, people talking behind each other's backs, but it's to the point where your workplace, you're just really unhappy, and it's just making for a really hostile work environment. And I really am getting that it is directed towards you. I don't think it's necessarily maybe other people that are going at it and it just makes things uncomfortable. I think somehow you're involved. I don't think you're the person that's necessarily backstabbing people and lying and things like that. So this could even talk about this card here, that maybe you two are releasing and letting go of the fear. So maybe if you've been thinking about changing jobs, then the universe might be telling you, you know what, new year, let's do this. Let's move forward. Now, I'm not saying go quit your job today. Never do that. Always have something else lined up. But definitely some energy. I do see some kind of conflict in the workplace. Now, obviously, you can always resolve it by going through your chain of command at work. So, you have options as to how to handle it. But I'm really feeling strongly that if you have been somebody that's contemplating or has been thinking about, you know what, I'm not really super happy here, and you just really haven't convinced yourself, then I think that maybe the universe is saying, hey, let's dust off the resume and put it out there. Okay. So like I said, I don't feel it's bad towards you. This is going to open you up to beautiful things. So whether it's you leave and go somewhere else, or maybe you go to HR and talk to them, this is definitely putting you on a path for better things. If you do nothing about it, you're just going to be in a very miserable, hostile work environment, and it's not going to be fun. All right. Okay, Virgo, let's now talk about money. And for money, you've gotten the 6 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So I think financially, you either recently have, or you're moving into a space where you're going to take a little bit of a financial hit. And it kind of makes sense after Christmas, because usually, we go crazy at Christmas, and then we get that credit card bill in January, and we go, what? And then you're like, oh my gosh, I got to tighten things down. So whatever it is, it's not like financially devastating where you're in this big hole and the walls of the hole are muddy and you can't climb out of it. It's nothing like that. It's just a little bit of a setback. So the universe is really strongly telling you to, when this happens, maybe reassess some things, look at your budget, make a plan. So this way you can move forward in a faster pace to get yourself out of this little hit that you've taken. Pay attention to your root chakra. Your root chakra governs your safety, your stability, and your sense of security. So when whatever this financial hit happens, your root chakra may just stop, or it may slow down at first, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a kind of a little shock to you. So I think it might stop. And then once you kind of collect yourself, it might start spinning again, but not at the correct speed. So I definitely think you're going to feel this in your root chakra. So make sure you're doing some root chakra work. Work with some really good crystals. Carnelian is a great energy for manifesting and abundance. And then as far as financial wise, green aventurine, and again, this is if you work with crystals, green aventurine is a great stone for prosperity and abundance and wealth and good luck. But just whatever this is that hits, you're going to get out of it as long as you take the steps to resolve it. If you just throw it on the back burner and say, it is what it is, I'm not going to worry about it, it's going to get worse. But I think if you nip it in the bud, you're going to be just fine. Okay? So that's not too bad, Virgo. All right, let's take a look at health. And you got the Ace of Swords, but in a reverse position. So I feel like, okay. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair. You see my shadow. I do that when like I feel things and I'm trying to put them into words. Your crown chakra is definitely blocked. Excuse me. Your third eye chakra may also be affected because since they, here's your third eye and your crown is on top of it, they dovetail into one another. So it may be affecting the third eye chakra a little bit. So the third eye chakra might be a little slow or it might be just a little bit closed, but your crown chakra is definitely closed and it is blocked. This is coming from mental stress, okay? And this may be resulting in a few things. Like I said, maybe if you've been having some relationship issues and some crap happening at work and then the money thing, that's going to cause some mental stress. I definitely think it's going to manifest physically. You're going to be feeling some migraines. You're going to feel really tired and you're probably going to feel like you can't concentrate on things. So if you're not already at that point, I would go ahead and make sure you are doing some meditation for your crown chakra. One of the best crystals you can use is selenite, clear quartz. Those are excellent. So this is a big piece of selenite, but selenite, quartz would be wonderful as well. Something to that effect will definitely help you with these things. I do have a selenite guided meditation. If you go to my playlist, guided meditations, I think that will help you. I have one called it's one for releasing anxiety and stress. I think you would benefit from that one as well. And I have it's like only 14 minutes. It's for all the chakras. It's called like this quickie 7 main chakra guided meditation. You would definitely benefit from that as well. But again, whatever this mental stress is, it is going to manifest physically with migraines, lack of focus, lack of concentration, and a lot of fatigue. So you don't want that to spiral out of control because, migraines are just awful anyway. So, just be aware. And if you have mental stress, meditate. I can't say that enough. Do some yoga if you're into yoga. Go out in nature. Take a walk. And when I say take a walk, I mean turn the cell phone off or on silent and don't put in your earbuds. Put your phone in your back pocket and just walk and listen to the sounds. And I don't care if you live in New York City. I want you to listen to all the sounds you hear. Take a real walk and absorb it all. But you definitely need to do some walking or definitely do meditation or yoga. Reiki would help you as well. All right, let's talk about your spiritual path. All right, and you got the 10 of Wands. Okay, so this makes some sense here. It's saying that you've strayed a bit. So I think maybe you've meditated or maybe you used to get Reiki once a month. I tell my distance Reiki clients, I have a couple that get Reiki monthly, and it's like a check or it's like, what's that called? Like when you go to the chiropractor, an adjustment. When you go to a chiropractor the first time, you usually go back for adjustments every so often. And our energy needs adjusting too. Sometimes it gets a little off kilter. And so anyway, I think spiritually, you have gotten a little off path. Maybe you haven't been getting your Reiki sessions or maybe you haven't been meditating. maybe you were working with crystals or essential oils or whatever, and you're not doing it. You've definitely fallen off the horse, so to speak. However, the universe will get you back to where you need to be. You just need to make sure that you're open to it. And it makes a lot of sense with this health thing because of the fact that our spirituality really lies within that crown chakra. And if your crown chakra is blocked, you're not going to be able to connect with the universe. You're going to feel off kilter there. And vice versa. If you fall off that path, it is going to be blocked. But I don't think that you fell off the path and that's causing this. This here, the health stuff that we talked about, the mental stress, the migraines, your blocked crown chakra is a result of physical stress of the stress of the things in your life. And I think this is so these are causing this is causing this. Okay? Because if your crown chakra is blocked, you're not motivated to meditate or to connect to Mother Nature, or to connect to the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. All right? So make sure you really take some time out and try to get back on track. But I think between working with, if you work with crystals, getting back into Reiki, definitely, or doing yoga, getting back on path, you're going to be just fine. So while some of these things sounded terrible, they're really not. You just need to adjust yourself. And that's why this is a life check-in. We're just checking in to see how things are going before they get kind of, drastic. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. And like I said, my desk is small, so I'm going to shuffle back here. And I apologize if it's loud because it's like my camera is right there. All right. Let's see what the universe wants to say to you today. All right, Virgo. And your message is 8 mortals. Or immortals, excuse me. All right. This is it. This is talking about you need to get out there and get reconnected. I think you may have doubted the universe for a little bit, or you may be currently doubting. You may sit there and go, well, give me a sign, and we can ask for signs, but the universe isn't just going to give us a sign because we're like, okay, if you're real, give me a sign. It doesn't work that way. You have to have faith before you get a sign. But let me tell you, from you drawing this card, and especially like I said, getting the message in the crystal ball and stuff, you're getting messages. And I just think that maybe you're not getting the messages you want, or you're not fully acknowledging them. A lot of times messages will come through our dreams. They will come through the radio. Like if you haven't heard a song, all I can think of with it being New Year's is Prince 1999. So if you hear the song 1999 by Prince over and over and over again, you haven't listened to it in years and you're not the one initiating it, there must be a message within that somewhere. Sometimes when you pull up onto at a stop sign or a traffic light and somebody in front of you has a vanity plate, a lot of times that's a symbol. And I was doubting, I'll tell you a story really quickly. A few months ago, it was because this business is not quite a year old yet. And the crystal part of it, which is my main business, I started selling crystals in May, but I really didn't start selling them like full force until June 30th. And I had a little bit of a dry spell, and I was like, okay, because I do want to make this my full-time, job. And I was starting to doubt myself, and I was like, did I make a bad decision? And I came up in front of a license plate, and I don't remember, it had 3 letters, and and then it had some numbers, And when I referenced the angel numbers, it was talking about abundance is going to be coming my way, and I'm going to be manifesting my dreams, and it was exactly what I needed to hear. So just remember, don't just because you're having doubts go, well, give me a sign. It doesn't work that way. The universe will give you signs, give you messages when you need to hear them or see them. Okay? Pay attention. They're there. But it's probably really, really hard for you right now, especially with that crown chakra, to really connect to that. Okay? But if you do the work on that crown chakra, get some Reiki. That'll help get you jump started. Virgo, it's going to be a fantastic year for you. All right? With that being said, go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.